Hey, trainers, Poke Dad here, along with the Dancing Bear at first base.
KK Shiv onto it.
Great beast in his natural habitat.
Indeed.
And today, continuing on with our expanded profiles, a deck I'm super excited about.
Yes, he is.
Because it consists of probably my second favorite card.
Mm-hmm.
That being Seismitoad, everyone's favorite. Quaking Punch, Quaking Punch, Quaking Punch.
That's where I pull
I know y'all are tired of hearing that attack, and I'm here to keep that attack going as long as possible. So, let's dive into the list and start out with the champ.
Zeros. Oh, Seismitoads.
3 Toads.
And 3 Zeros. 3 Zoroarks. 2 Tabuleles. 1 Shaman. 1 Magcargo and Slugma. 1 Mewtwo. And 1 Monkey.
Okay, got the champ, Quaking Punch for 30. No items for your opponent. That's when they start crying. I love it. It's great stuff. So, little history behind the deck. Leading into Dallas, this Toad Zoroark deck was getting a lot of hype, and it kind of came out of Florida, where it had a lot of success in League Cups, and people were getting nervous about it, and people were trying to figure out ways to beat it. And they came up with, you just chain Hex with, turn 1 Hex, and then that sort of stuff with Getsus. Red card Hex kind of counters it. Well, you know what? Hex is banned. Getsus banned. So, my boy Toad has free range to just tongue whip everybody.
But I thought its attack is Quaking Punch.
It is, but...
What does the tongue have to do with the punch?
The punch is the tongue. Because frogs, attack bugs with their tongue. So, it's like a tongue punch.
Okay.
You with me?
Okay.
Alright. So, we're using our boy with a DCE Quaking Punch. Then we got the 3-3 Zoroark. Nope, not a 4-4. Just a 3-3. He's going to be hanging out on the bench and only attack in worst case scenarios, or if you're against Trevenant, we're going to do the Riotous beating on Trev decks if we need to. So that's what
out-item them with Quaking Punch.
And I'm anticipating Trevenant to tech in Zoroark to deal with the Toad decks.
Backup DCs.
So I would anticipate Zoroark out of the Trevenant decks or Flare Grunts, if not both. So I don't think item locking Trev is the way to go. I think just one-shotting them, putting a lot of pressure on them with Riotous beating is the way to go. So 3-3s or 2 Lele just in case, turn 1 Bridget is always clutch. It always seems good to get 3 basics down. So can't really go wrong there. 1 Shaman to help set up, especially in the beginning, to dig for lasers or your Verbank or any other items you need or any other parts of your Pokemon line. So, Mewtwo, you probably can guess, he's for Mr. Buzzwole. We got DCE and a Choice Band. We can one-shot him fairly easily. Not much of a problem. The other option is Mew, but he's kind of squishy with the 120. So, and yeah, he can copy Riotous Beating, which is much easier. Doesn't need the Choice Band, but I think Mewtwo gets it done, right?
I mean, if they have a full powered up Buzzwole, then just bring it in, just pop.
Well, and we're playing lasers and stuff like that, so. And Mewtwo's just solid. I mean, he was always hanging out with Toad in the Toad Bat decks and all that, so there's no reason why the friendship can't continue, right?
Right.
So, 1 Gorilla, 1 Rangaroo. We're gonna resource manage those. You know what? DCs or
lasers.
Yeah.
Hammers.
Getting back 3 lasers and 3 hammers. That seems pretty good. And then we're gonna use Smooth Over to put whatever we need to right back on top and trade into them. That seems like a bold strategy, huh? What do you think, Cotton?
I was about to say that.
What do you think, Cotton? Seems like a bold strategy to me. Alright, so that's what we got for the Pokemon line. So, I wouldn't mind just keeping the monkey in the place and just streamline laser, enhanced hammer. Seems pretty good.
Alright, for items, that's for another video.
Lots of items.
For Ultra Ball, for VS Seeker, for Hypno Toxic Laser, 3 enhanced hammers, 2 floaties, 2 Fury Belts, 1 Choice Band, 1 Rescue Stretcher, Comp Search, and we can put the Counter Catcher right there.
So, 4 Ultras, no surprise there.
There we go.
Just tons of consistency with the Ultra Ball. Computer Search, again, consistency. Grab that DCE to get the turn 1. Quaking Punch off. VS Seeker to get back your lots of one-of supporters so you can multiple use with the VS Seeker. No longer puzzle. So we have to utilize more of an old school build with the VS Seeker based.
And the monkey.
And the monkey with the resource management. I would like to have a Shadow Triad to get back the lasers and stuff like that, and some of the other supporters, but not enough room. We got to rely on the monkey. So
you'll eventually run out of VS Seekers and Shadow Triads to grab them.
Lots of one-ofs, Choice Band, Catcher, and Rescue Stretcher. We can smooth over and put them on top whenever we need. If we need Choice Band with Riotous Beating, we can do that. If we need a Counter Catcher just to stall a little bit, we can throw it on top, trade into it. Rescue Stretcher, we can get back our any other parts that we need or shuffle them in. Pretty good there, pretty solid. Don't need Super Rod, don't need Sacred Ash. 2 floats just in case they Guzma out of the item lock. We can attach Float Stone and get it back. Fighting Fury Belt is for the Toad and the Mewtwo if needed. So we like Fury Belt better than Choice Band. I had thought originally about this being 1 Muscle Band. So having 1 Muscle Band, 1 Fighting Fury Belt, 1 Choice Band. But since Fighting Fury Belt, just more value. So 3 enhanced hammers. The Buzzwole decks are running strong. The Zoroark decks are running DCE strong. So Trevin, if they're running the
Mysterious Energy.
Or
Mystery Energy. I don't remember.
I mean, they might have us item lock, but if we can Guzma out of the item lock and then hit them with an enhanced hammer, that seems pretty brutal right there. So that's what we got for items. Moving on to supporters.
You got 3 Jennifers, 2 Ends, 2 Chorus, 2 Acerola, 1 Bridget, 1 Zoroark, 1 Guzma, 1 Lysandre, and Flagrant.
Juniper, mainly going to be your turn 1 supporter, so you can dig deep to get the DCE that you need, or the Fighting Fury Belt, or Choice Band. So if you go down in prizes, a little bit of shuffle draw. Turn 1 Bridget, it gives you a good option if you want to turn 1 Lele. Like maybe you have your Toad and your DCE, and so you want to Lele and Bridget, and go for the setup with your Zoruas. 2 Zoruas and a Slugma would be ideal on the bench. And
Toad div.
Chorus, just super powerful and expanded, especially if the Zoroark decks are playing Skyfield or the Rayquaza decks are playing Skyfield. That seems really good to shuffle and draw like 10 or 12 or 14. I like it. It's good stuff. 2 Acerola, not a lot of stuff can one-shot the Toad with a Fighting Fury Belt, so we can just Acerola it up. Reset it down with DCE and Fighting Fury Belt and keep on going. Acerola is really good in this deck. Same with Zoroark. We can just get it up out of to safety and then re-evolve. Zoroark, just in case if we're in a bad spot, like a mirror match, because sometimes the Zoroark decks run a single Toad or 2 Toads, So Zoroark could definitely get us out of item lock, put some pressure on him. Flare Grunt, just too good in the deck not to use and like this. So Lysander again. Maybe we don't have our float stone, so we just want to pull up a slug in the active and then just keep item locking them. So one Lysander is really good. I like the 1-1 split rather than 2 Guzma or 2 Lysanders. So
I agree.
it's just more optional, more situational, more optional based on the situation. So
I kind of like that for every deck. Just a 1-1 split.
Absolutely. So going on to stadiums, which there's probably no surprise what we're running.
Especially since there's Hypnotoxic
Since you saw laser. 3 Verbanks. Quaking Punch doesn't do that much damage. Only 40 with a Fighting Fury Belt. So we need some poison damage, extra poison damage to raise up the damage output. So we can at least 2-shot. I mean, we don't want to be 3 or 4-shotting stuff unless we just have to. So
I'd say the 4-shot is pretty bad.
yeah. So Verbank helps us get there. So that's what we got. And then finally,
of course, no more surprises.
shocking.
4 DCs.
4 DCE. Zoroark takes a DC to attack. Toad takes a DC to attack. Mewtwo takes a DC to attack.
Shaman takes a DC to attack.
Sky Return for a DCE. No reason to play anything else. We're not looking to Grenade Hammer with water energies or anything like that. We're just going to control the board state. Just wither them down to nothing with Quaking Punch. So that's the deck. Matchup wise, Malamar is going to have trouble with this. Buzzwole is going to have trouble with this. The other Zoroark variants that run like the Scrambled Egg variants, this was originally designed to beat that variant. So the Zoroark variants are going to struggle against this. So it has a lot of good matchups across the board, so don't be surprised if you see it at a League Cup near you or a regional near you. So super excited about it. I think it's good. So that's what we got. So please like, subscribe, and be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.